Previously on the Traitors! With everyone still reeling from the loss of the man, the myth, the legend, ROBGOD, Rob God, baby. Episode 4 opens with the breakfast murder reveal, and we find out that Carolyn Stanberry was murdered. We see a flashback of the face-to-face murder and see that Lisa Rinna led the decision to eliminate a fellow housewife to deflect suspicion. The group is stunned, and Colton Underwood immediately uses the chaos to pivot suspicion to Tiffany Mitchell, the Big Brother badass responsible for the formation of the Cookout Alliance, labeling her a master manipulator. At the mission, Alan leads the contestants to the Celtic Warrior, where they must find fire lances in the forest and launch them at massive beasts representing their fellow players. If a player's shield is burned, they are vulnerable to murder. Tensions flare during the mission when Rob burns Maura's shield, leading to a heated exchange about loyalty. There is also a notable moment when Michael Rappaport screams Tara's name over and over again while running like he's straight out of an I Think You Should Leave skit. The contestants finish, as always, with no time to spare. Back at the castle, Eric Nam shared a theory that he heard someone laugh and his trained ears can identify that laugh as Tiffany Mitchell. Ultimately, at the roundtable, another gamer bites the dust as Tiffany is banished. The group is devastated when she confirms she is a faithful, leaving the room in a state of regret and confusion. Episode 5 opens with the reveal that Monet Exchange has been murdered. The traitors chose her because she had correctly identified Lisa Rinna as a traitor and mistakenly shared that information with Candace Dillard Bassett, a fellow traitor. At breakfast, Colton admits he was wrong about Tiffany, but quickly redirects his focus toward Michael Rappaport, citing his erratic behavior at the previous night's roundtable. The Fountain of the Faithful mission requires players to go in some water and find some coins and golden statues. Alan introduces a game-changing twist that if the group collectively declines to take individual shields, there will be no murder. No one trusts one another, and ultimately, shields are taken and the murder is on. During the afternoon, Michael and Colton engage in a shouting match in the hallway, and Michael accuses Colton of holding court and colluding to get rid of good faithfuls. At the roundtable, Michael continues to scream about Colton being a colluding, commiserating traitor, to the point where Rob R. has to enlighten Michael to the definition of commiserating, since it doesn't make sense the way Michael has been using it. Michael also ends up yelling about how if anyone would be a traitor and be able to keep a secret, it would be you, referring to Colton. Everyone immediately jumps on Michael for being homophobic, but frankly, his line delivery was hilarious, and he later claims he didn't mean it that way. At any rate, it seems everyone forgot about the fact that Colton was a fucking stalker, and frankly, no one should be feeling bad for him, but whatever. Everyone ends up voting for Michael, citing that regardless of whether he is a traitor or not, everyone is tired of his nonsense. Michael reveals he's a faithful, further depleting their ranks. Stay tuned to find out what happens on tonight's episode of The Traitors!